What I want to talk about today is purpose. People have heard the term purpose a lot. They always say, you've heard the term purpose-driven life, and what's my purpose, and I have to be purposeful. And the truth is, you do. But a lot of people get confused about what that really means. When people think about purpose, they think, what's the purpose of my life? My purpose is to be a good person. It's to be a good person. And I understand it, and you're right. You are not wrong about your purpose in being a good person. But you are not focused enough. Let me tell you something. When I was young, the whole thing about being purposeful or having a purpose, it's one of those things where if you don't know exactly what you do on your job. I had a job one time. It was really hilarious. I actually worked at a liquor store, and I was in college. And I remember just not really knowing why I was there. It was just about getting my money, and my purpose was to restock some things and kind of do some stuff. And I remember actually applying for another job in the middle of it. And I told my boss, like, I went for another job, but I'm just gonna be here until that other job calls. She fired me on the spot, and I was shocked. I was sitting there like, man, why can't this woman understand that I need some more money? But what I didn't understand was my purpose for being there. The purpose for being there was to help her, not be there until I get another job and keep my mind all on other things, because my job was to carry those big crates of soda, to restock the cabinets, restock whatever I needed to do, and really, do the cash register, do whatever I needed to do. But my purpose was messed up. It was whack, and that's why I got fired. Purpose is really about finding out what it is you do. What is your role? And a lot of people get this mixed up, because let me tell you something. You don't get paid for what you know. You get paid for what you do. That's what you get paid for. That's all. So people will tell me, oh, I know all that. I know this and I know that. But what you know doesn't get you your money. Only what you do. And to know exactly what to do, you have to know your purpose. It's kind of like on a football team. If you're a tight end and you're out there and this is on the offense and you're basically to block and catch and do all this stuff, but you decide, I'm just gonna start tackling. That's all I'm gonna do is tackle. Well, guess what? You are out of your purpose. In fact, you're out of bounds. Once you find out your purpose and you find out exactly the job in your surroundings that you're supposed to do, and I'll give you a perfect example. Terry Crews, my job, my main purpose is to be the best husband, father, and friend I can be. That is my main purpose. But now I have to go deeper than that. How can I be a better friend? How can I be a better friend? Sometimes people think, oh, being a better friend means that when people want money, you give it to them. No, sometimes it means you tell people no. That's being a good friend. Sometimes it means you give some tough love. You have to go to somebody and say, hey, I didn't like the way you said that to me. I don't like the way you are doing this. You're being mean to people. This is sometimes being a good friend. Being a good father is not all about going to Disneyland. Being a good father is sometimes training your kids in the way you should go. Being a good husband is really about putting your wife first and really taking responsibility for everything that role entails. Now, it goes that way on your job too. I know people who spend time at the job and are waiting for the clock to strike 5. In fact, if you leave 5 minutes before it's time to go, you're stealing. You're stealing. You do not understand your purpose in the workplace. You do not understand what your purpose is. And I'm telling you, if you find out, and this takes some soul searching, it takes some digging, but your purpose, it will give you everything you need. No, hold up. I'm gonna stop right there, because you can only handle about 5 minutes of what I'm telling you. I'm coming back with part 2.